Hey y'all, I'm the mom of the daughter who went viral for getting starter locks on relaxed hair, and I recently did my own micro locks, and we're here because we're making homemade biscuits. And don't mind us, we're just trying out new intro videos. Anyway, I was just sitting on the couch minding my business, and I had a taste for a biscuit, and I was like, I want to try to make homemade biscuits. And I was like, hey, see, you want to try to make homemade biscuits? She was like, yes, because she loves to eat, and she loves when we spend quality time together making food, making dinner, making anything in the kitchen. So of course I got on TikTok and I looked up how to make biscuits with those two words in front of it. Y'all know what I'm talking about, BP. And don't say nothing here because I do not have a shredder. I thought I had one, but I might have threw it away because I never used it. And of course we got to put the butter back in the freezer because you got to use ice cold butter. While we're waiting for the butter to freeze, Sydney told me why she will never date an ugly boy. Straight nonsense. The butter was cold enough, and here she go about to do it with her hands, and I'm like, no, your body temperature will melt the butter, so you got to stir it with a utensil. So go ahead and use a fork or a spoon, whatever you want to use to mix the butter. And I don't know about you, but I love spending quality time with my daughter, trying new recipes, traveling, doing her hair, just building a good mother-daughter relationship. And I tell her all the time, I am not your friend, I am your mother, just so their lines won't be blurred, because when it's time to parent, I get on her. So I guess this is our first time ever using buttermilk, because I said it can't smell that way. That stuff got to be spoiled. But it wasn't. That's the way it naturally smells. Oh my goodness. Remember when I told y'all I looked up black people homemade biscuit recipe? I found this lady named Miss Lily. Oh my gosh, she was so sweet. So I was like, I got to do her recipe. And she told us to make a hole in the middle, pour that buttermilk little by little, and use that hand to mix it in little by little. And I said, Miss Lily got all the time in the world, because I didn't, honey. But I actually did, because I did it the exact same way. Well, I mixed it the exact same way she wanted us to mix it. So I passed the torch over to Sydney because this is her element. Because Sydney loves this texture of putty, slime, flarp. Y'all remember flarp? Sydney used to love flarp. So while looking up a million recipes, I saw people said they flipped theirs over, folded and flipped 15 times. I said 15 times is just too many times. But if you do that flaky, layered look, if you want that, do it. But we only did it like 3 or 4 times. I greased my pan with some butter. And Sydney got to work, honey. She was dipping that cutter into the flour and then into the dough, honey. Okay, so we doubled our measuring cup as a cutter as well, because I don't have any cutters. The only cutters I have